Okay guys, naputol na kasi naka-isang oras na rin tayo. 1 hour tayo. Asan tayo naputol? Something like the question. Nagsasalita si Edward, naputol eh. Tamang-tama kay
Yeah.
Edward naputol.
Kasi hindi savings na. No, no,
Okay,
no.
what will you say? Go.
I was talking about, like, of course, when I'm talking about all my heart, since like I'm opening up about what's going on in my life. Tapos biglang sasabihin mo, yeah, but wait lang. Ako muna. Hindi naman. And if there's anyone who's doing workshops na ganun, tumigil na kayo. Hindi
Magdalawang isip kayo.
effective. Oo, magduda na kayo dun. No, because it's all about and it's hard, ah. It's hard. Isipin
Ay,
nyo.
Direk May is here.
Hey, Direk May, hello po.
Ang aga naman ng live nyo. Nililitan talaga namin, Direk May, kasi
Mm.
ayoko mag-IG live ng maaga kasi nahihiya ako sa tao.
Mm-mm.
Pero dahil nakisingitan si Edward, dumami yung tao. How are
Sorry.
you
Uy, si
doing this?
Donnie! What's
Uy,
up, Donnie?
Donnie!
Ang labay. Ang pambansang labi. I love you, Donnie. I miss you,
Yes!
bro.
Donnie's such a good guy.
I
Decent
miss
guy.
you. I miss you. Come back to I Want ASAP. Pag tapos na yung quarantine. So, Direk May. Um,
And Direk
what?
May wants to work with you guys. She
I would
told
love to
me.
work with Direk May.
Yeah, I love her. You know that she's one of those directors who sit in and even join the actual exercises in the workshop. She
I'm not,
wants to
uh,
she wants to make sure that she understands the actor, you know what the actor is going through, and then how to communicate better with the actor, understanding the actor, ganun. So
for me, I'm,
super. She has so much humility in terms of dealing with her craft. Yung may ganun siyang kaya nako, if we get the chance in the future after
yeah.
this
Quote
trial.
me. Quote me.
So,
uh, Hindi, I'm not gonna, okay, I'm gonna say this partly because Derek May's here, and partly, even I would say this regardless of shoes. Kasi technically, I'm not on the job at the moment, so safe naman. For me, I don't care about, and like the biggest thing for me in a project is the director. Yung unang tanong ko, it's not about kung ready na yung script, kung ano yung role, is kung sino yung director. Kasi pag wala akong tiwala sa director, if the connection's not good, I don't see the point, because other than the co-actors, your biggest team teammate mo or co-worker mo is yung director. Like everything could be bad with the actors, the production, the crew, the catering, yung wardrobe, lahat. Basta
the
yung maganda yung
budget, the
relationship sa director,
situation.
everything's fine in the end. Because dun yung collaboration aspect. So, pag wala akong
Tsaka,
tiwala sa director, bahala na kayo.
loko
I don't
ka.
want,
But no,
I don't want.
it's very crucial also that um, you are able to, you're so available to nauubos yung English ko ngayon. Dahil siguro nga
Tagalog
eh.
naman kayo.
Hindi, yung kailangan sobrang available mo na gawin yung vision ng director para sa character mo. So, importante na may tiwala ka sa director mo at nire-respeto mo yung director mo. Kasi kung wala, mag, mag, ano tawag doon, magka-clash lang kayo eh.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
But did you ever want to become a director? Because of course you
Mm.
come from a family background na may,
Yeah.
of
I
course,
think
love
number
for the
one,
craft.
because my mom has been pushing me for years. But I, it's too much of a pressure yung to direct. And I have a lot of director friends who are pressured also. So, hindi ako sure kung hindi hindi ako sure kung kaya ko yung pressure. Secondly, mas gusto ko yung art of the human behavior. If
Mm.
that makes sense. Do I make sense? No.
No, yeah. For,
I like the craft of coaching, of being an acting teacher, because I deal with the human behavior talaga. Ganun.
I think it's raw, more raw.
Yes.
It's more
It's
raw in the
more,
workshop eh.
uh,
If you hindi po ako fresh, hindi po ako naligo.
yun yung
um
nakakabuisit eh. Di pa naligo, ganyan na. Okay.
no, for me like kung ano yung for example, 100% yung binigay mo sa workshop. Pero sa set, 40% sometimes. Hindi naman lagi 100. So it's like
Ganun talaga.
chamba din eh.
No,
Chamba din.
in-explain. I was talking to managers about that earlier today because I have a meeting of different managers about their actors. And I said, you have to understand the culture, yung kultura sa taping.
Connect mo yung
Kunyari, magaling ka sa workshop, 100%, yung 100% mo, pag i-translate mo na yan sa set, mga 50 lang yan or 40%.
mm,
Why? Because in the workshop, you feel safe, tahimik, kayo lang, makakapag, ano ka talaga, express ka. Pagdating mo sa set, iba na eh. May pressure ng time, hindi mo kilala lahat, you don't trust everybody there, you're pressured with the script, the changes, the revisions, your co-actors, the
pumapasok din yung
mood of
ego ng mga
everyone.
nasa paligid mo.
Oo.
Kasi pati yung a lot of people don't know this, but the a set, and I'm okay to say this, people can say whatever they want about this comment, but the set, movie set and a series set, it has the potential to be the most beautiful place and the most toxic place. Parang
Yeah.
two opposite sides ng spectrum. It can go anywhere in between.
Oh,
Sometimes it can be so beautiful. Other days, it can be so hard to just be there.
yeah.
Napapagod ka. Wala kang ginagawa. Nakaupo ka lang dun. Pagod ka na.
Oo.
So,
Yeah.
it depends. It really depends on the environment. So, whatever
Kaya
happens.
kailangan din, as an actor, you can't choose the set eh. Depende nga yan talaga sa kung nasaan ka, kung anong sitwasyon. You have to be able to self-regulate though.
Hmm.
That's the other skill you need to develop aside from yung actual craft kasi skill yan eh.
Mm-mm.
Yung mag-self-regulate, yung mag-adapt sa ano man yung environment.
Kasi minsan, iba eh. Hindi naman lahat ng sets pare-parehas.
Hindi.
Minsan may set na dahil sa feeling ng director that day or feeling of the producer or of the time pressure. Kung hand to mouth, pag you tape the
You have to
episode
explain
and
what
you have to hand to mouth is parang when you have
for
kasi
airing.
syempre araw-araw yung for airing basically. Araw-araw naman yung episodes. So if you hand to mouth is when you have to shoot something that day na lalabas mamayang gabi, later that night. So yan, medyo nakaka-stress yun. Yun ang ayoko. But anyone who does a teleserye deserves respect kahit sino man yan.
Yeah, I was
Because,
talking about it with uh, my acting coach. And even kasi in the States, some actors, when yung mga actors pag nasa workshop, they laugh at those na klase nila na galing soap opera. They also have their soaps like Days
yeah,
of Our Lives and all that, right? And he said, you know what? There's a certain respect that you have to give soap actors because they are demanded to produce just like that. Hindi naman yan katulad ng mga ibang avenues na like TV series na you have reading, a script reading, and then you have another day for just the rehearsal, and
yeah,
then you have another day for the actual taping. You know? Ang soap, even in the States, diretso na.
yeah.
Diretso ng taping. So, There's
Yun
a
naman din, di
certain...
ba?
Hindi. Pag TV series, ano yun? Ano muna, reading. And then rehearsal.
Ganun
And
ba?
then... No,
Ah,
separate
yeah.
days. Separate days.
Right, right.
Tayo kasi, okay, wake up, o,
Oh
punta
yeah,
na sa
that
set.
all of that happens. Yung script reading, rehearsals, blockings, and the take happens sometimes within like 15 minutes
Yeah,
of each other.
or 10 minutes. Umabot ako sa
Ganun.
point. Umabot ako sa point sa Encantadia na, kasi, in Channel 7, kailangan, you have to be, minsan pinapalitan ng ganun-ganun lang yung script. Like, okay, and mind you, Encantadia is deep Tagalog. It's
Mm.
pre-Hispanic. So I can't even
Yeah,
use
yeah.
pero.
Oh, really? What's
Subalit,
the
subalit, ngunit. I can't use,
ngunit?
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, I have to use Tagalog before the Spaniards came in. So I can't use
Is
borrowed, kutsara,
is
tinidor.
pero Spanish? I
Yeah,
don't. Oh, is it?
yeah.
Sorry guys,
Spanish and Italian.
I don't know Spanish. So I used to study Spanish, but I forgot. It was years
Mm,
ago.
mm. So I couldn't just ad lib or easily. Some people who live in Bulacan or some actors who live in Bulacan or Cavite, magaling ang Tagalog nila, kaya nila
Mm.
pre-Hispanic. But me, hindi. So like, I memorized this whole chunk, monologue. Like siguro half a page in deep Tagalog. And mind you, Edward, mahina ako mag-memorize even before. And
Scene
then,
by scene ka lang ba?
ha?
Scene by scene.
When I get the script, I memorize the whole thing and then retouch na, kumbaga ano na lang, pickups na
Mm.
lang. So anyways, when I got to the set, as in, okay, rehearsal, wala nang reading, rehearsal, ganun. So I did my monologue, sinasagutan. Ay, hindi po ba sinabi sa inyong pinalitan na? Hindi.
Yung
So, alam mo,
pinakaayaw sa lahat.
sa utak ko, putangin na. Alam mo,
Mm.
nagpapanik na ako, nagmumura na ako, nagdadasal ako all at the same time. Lord, please, putangin na.
Mm.
Lord, please. Alam mo yun, yung parang nagjumble na sa utak ko, yung, that panic.
Yeah.
And I had the reputation kasi most of them were my actors, my students. So like, I can't fail this. I can't bomb. Yung parang ganon. So I memorized the new chunk, right? Okay, rehearsal. Sabi ni Direk, ay, hindi na mag-work yan. Palitan natin. So repeat after me. Oh my God.
Repeat after me. Sino yung director na yan? Sino yung
No,
director na
he's
yan?
reputable naman. But kaya lang, like, I can't, what, mag-a-act out ako? No, it's like, shit, yeah, and I agree, it doesn't work. I also agree, hindi siya mag-work, pero sa akin lang, putanga na, bakit, ang daming naubos na megabytes, kumbaga, kailangan ko mag-reboot. Repeat after me, basically. I'm rephrasing. Alalalalalalalalala. Alalalalalalalalala. Sagot ka. Alalalalalalalalala. Sagot ka, Ana. Alalalalalalalalala. Okay? Take.
No. Ayoko ng ganyan. No.
Diba? Ano
Well, of course,
gagawin ko?
hindi.
Mag-iinarte ako? I mean, there's a place na makapag-inarte.
Mm.
But, I felt, number one, I kind of agreed dun sa change. It's number one. Number two, am I gonna ilalabas ko yung galit, yung frustration, galit ko sa EA?
Mm.
And then, anong end goal? So, ginamit ko siya. In-include ko yung frustration ko. In-include ko sa experience. And then, after that, I released it and I said, charge it to growth. I couldn't make it, I couldn't throw a tantrum just because it wasn't prudent. But I'll never, like, you know what? I'll never forget that. It sort of scarred me, not because they meant to hurt me. It scarred me dahil ano, yung takot ko sa lines.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Wala lang.
Because for me, I can, if you feel that way with deep Tagalog, I feel that way sometimes with normal Tagalog. Or at least, especially before. Ngayon, actually, yung totoo ngayon, hindi ko alam kung ano yung estado ng Tagalog ko ngayon. Especially with lines. For acting. Tempo ba to?
Ah,
Oo, yeah.
hindi
For
naman.
lines. um, I don't know at the moment how I am. Kasi syempre ilan months na nasa loob ng quarantine na. Ewan ko talaga kung ano yung kung magiging apekto yun sa trabaho ko in terms of acting. Because in terms of hosting, I've been doing it almost every day or like
Yeah,
spills, mix,
yeah.
conversation, like the art of conversation. I'm so, again, I love doing that. But in terms of what was probably you know this as well. I had so many bad experiences with um on the set in acting. Pero hindi naman yung ay dahil sa kanila yun. Of course, in a lot of ways because I'm not prepared fully, I guess. Parang it was up to me to deliver at tapos hindi ko kinaya or there's something that happened na sobrang hirap. But one of the things was, I remember this. This was during Fantastica, yung MMFF with Ate
Yeah.
Vice
Oo.
before. Um, Pagbintangan. Tama ba?
Oo.
Di
Pagbintangan.
mo dapat siya pagbintangan. Something like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, hindi mo siya dapat pagbintangan. Oo.
Di mo siya dapat pagbintangan. Even now, I'm struggling, right?
Yeah.
There's something in my head. I had one line. Tapos ang haba ng eksena. Ang haba ng eksena. Parang, kasi at this point, we were in a studio. Hindi na sa normal set.
Green, ano?
Green room. Parang hall. Malaking studio. Green lahat.
Yeah, yeah.
Kasi palace scene yun. Palace.
Oo, for CG.
So, everything was green. Tapos nandun si Ate Bella Padilla doon. The villain, si Ate Vice nandun. Sir Richard, Sir Ding Dong nandun din. Lahat ng love teams nandun. Lassie and MC, yung sobrang bilis
Yeah.
mag-isip.
Oo.
Tapos ang laki. And you know, like, yung production, ang ibang klase. As in, 4 pillars, like there's a pillar in each corner. Parang, ang haba ng, may dolly pa. Ilan cameras. Tapos, ang haba ng setup. Like 1 a.m. na. Pagbantingin ang sinabi ko, hindi hindi mo siya dapat pagbantingin. Ano daw? Kasi hindi ko makalimutan yung reaction ni Sir Ding Dong at ni Sir Richard. Kasi parang seryoso sila dun eh. Tapos biglang ano? Parang tumingin sila sa akin. Wait, what? Tapos hindi pa nag-cut yung si Direct Barry. Pero nag-cut na yung actors na parang Edward. Okay ka lang, tol?
Anong ending? Solo shot mo na lang? Or
I was
natawid
so
mo?
tense. I was so tense. Na I didn't realize I was still saying it wrong. At
Oh my God.
inayos nila sa dubbing. Sa dubbing
Oh
ng
my
movie. Doon ko
gosh.
na-realize na, huy, I was just saying it wrong. Tapos, parang sumuko sila kasi ilang takes. Parang siguro mga 4 takes. 4 takes is not that bad. Pero pag all-star cast, like lahat ng
Pag
tao sa buong
pinahintay
pelikula
mo,
nandun.
ah,
So, of
yeah.
course, like none of them had their egos. None of them there has an ego. But of
Yeah, they're all
course,
nice. Very decent
it's
people.
it's nakakahiya pa. There was no ending. I still had that, but that really got better through combat.
Yeah.
Through combat and then through MMK, yung Gab and Max. I will always
Was
talk
that your
about those
first
guys.
MMK? That was your
First
first, no?
MMK ko yun. Pangatlo ni Mai yun. Pangatlo. Ako first ko pa lang. Pero doon yun ang first time na naranasan ko. Kahit ibahin natin ng paulit-ulit yung lines. Pag naintindihan ko na yung sasabihin ko o yung point ng eksena, hindi naman importante yun. kung ano yung lines. Minsan, of course, may isang line talaga na gusto ni direct. At may mga ganun sa what is it called? Sa MMK, si Direk Kevin, because yung line na yan, yun talagang sinabi ni Gab kay Max. So parang let's make it as real as possible. Let's tell the story as much as possible. So yun, probably one of the best experiences I had in terms of acting. Ito
Yeah.
na lang, Miss Anna, who is the best international actor
Actor?
that you
Sure,
like,
that's
that
not
you
fair to... Madami akong best international. Hollywood. Javier
Hollywood na parang
Bardem.
Oscar
Javier,
worthy or
Javier Bardem. Philip Seymour Hoffman is dead na, sayang. Um, recently, si, shit.
generation ko sana.
Sa generation mo?
Hindi naman, like, someone I would know.
Si Joker. Pero hindi mo generation na.
I see, si Phoenix. Joaquin
Yeah,
Phoenix.
in that movie. In that movie. Tama
Ang
yung
galing niya dun.
balance.
I love that,
Perfect
yeah.
siya talaga. Perfect talaga.
Ang
Talk about
daming, I don't know, about the
D-Dub.
Joker.
Mm.
Ano siya, a lot of people didn't like it, but they don't know how to appreciate it eh. Kasi ang in-expect nila, yung parang Suicide Squad na Joker na puro, alam mo yun, sobrang OA na,
Ang galing.
hindi.
Sobrang
Basta
galing.
magaling.
Eddie
Magaling yung Joaquin
Redmayne.
Phoenix. Yun ba yung sa,
British. Love him.
who?
The Theory of Everything. Danish Girl. Watch it.
Siya ba yung ano yung movie from Freddie Mercury?
No, that's different. Siya rin gusto ko. Rami Malek. I really like him also.
What is your opinion on Robert Downey Jr.?
In what movie?
Si Iron Man. Like, because of course, like for example, Sherlock Holmes. Basta si
Uh,
Robert Downey.
Robert Downey has played it well. If you want to push it, if he wants to be as, if he got the perfect mix of commercial and the right level of depth. Alam mo yun, kaya niya maglaro sa, gusto mo ba na real
Mm.
acting? Kaya niyang makipaglaban. Have you watched him and The Judge? Ganda ng trabaho niya doon.
I haven't seen it, but
I
there's a lot
think
of
you would,
movies na.
if you, I think if you want to work, like do scene studies, you should use a lot of scenes from that movie. It's the relationship and resentment between him and his father, him and his family. Pwede mong anohan, pwede mong pag-eksperimentohan how you would um get how you would get into that energy. I
Really?
like
Because
I love Robert. I think ako buy na buy ko sa RDJ.
yeah, I love him. Honestly, I was thinking,
Very
um,
relaxed.
yeah, he's so comfortable with what he
Yeah.
does. Parang to the point na pag nakikita ko si Robert Downey Jr.,
Oh.
nakikita ko si Iron Man, walang difference.
Ang
Of
galing
course,
niya
dahil sa
mag-handle
Marvel
ng
yun.
ang galing niya mag-handle ng career. Ang galing niya mag-handle ng career niya.
I sort of see like Agamulak in Robert Downey Jr. You know,
Yeah.
like if there was a different version of Robert
He's
Downey
just
Jr.
more, I think he's just more irreverent, I think.
Yeah, I mean he's just so loose because yung
Loose.
mga sayaw niya, like when he's on the set, he's just
Oo.
walang pake. At dahil sa kanya, talagang yung relationship with yung Spider-Man, I forgot his name. What's his name? Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Legitimate
Good.
yung banter nila. Like
Yeah.
in the movies, they're buddies. Like they're like father and son. But in
I
real life
think
as
he
well.
I think he cooks for his castmates, right? He prepares food for his castmates.
Sana all.
Kaya
Gawin mo naman yun, Miss Anna.
nagre-relationship work siya eh.
Mm.
Oo.
Which is, I mean, it's wouldn't you want to be friends with Tom
Yeah.
Holland and Scarlett Johansson?
You know, he's a wonderful dancer. and singer.
Who?
Tom Holland. He was the kid
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
He played on West End. Shit. What's the name of that musical? Ah! Anong pangalan ng musical na yon? Basta yung sumasayaw siya.
Ang
Singer ang...
nakita ko yung yung parang prank video na ginawa niya na he was dressed up as a girl. I don't know. I think this was like a dare or something like that.
Early?
Basta, anyone who wants to look it up, just look up Tom Holland dancing. Tapos parang, is it like a Britney Spears prod or something like that?
Oh my
Na ang
gosh.
galing niya. Kasi he does gymnastics. I know he does gymnastics. He also does, um, like there's a lot of stunts that he does that's him talaga. When they were looking for, because I don't think anyone knew Tom Holland before. Did they? I don't know if he had a lot of movies before.
Yeah. Well, kilala siya sa stage. Shit. What's the name?
Hindi ko alam.
It's a British music. It was made into a movie eh. Tap
Billy
Dancers.
Elliot, the musical.
Billy Elliot! There you
Ayun,
go!
nag-message pa rin si Closet NW Fangirl. Thank you. Ayun, yung lip sync battle, yun ang umbrella prod siya. Yan, tama yun. That's what
Shit.
I meant.
Translate ko later.
Yun, ang galing.
Ano bang questions? Delayed ba ako?
Hindi naman. I don't think so.
May nagtanong kanina, nakalimutan ko na ayoko na mag-backread pero parang
Old age.
when do they get this, when do people get their scripts? Pag may bagong show ba, bigay na kagad yung buong script? Hindi. Usually week
No.
1 lang.
Usually,
Or
character
3
mo lang.
first pilot, ganyan.
Pilot.
No, pero meron bang para bang sequence, para bang ito yung pupuntahan ng storya, ganyan. Pero they
Kaso
adjust
nagbabago yun lagi. There are a lot of when I say veteran, I mean like actors that have been doing this for decades. Decades ba? Basta a lot of years, a lot of different projects. And I'm not gonna say who, but these people, I remember talking to them, and they said na parang ayoko na mag-serye pag walang script na from beginning to end. Because, syempre, as a character, paano mo alam yung development ng character pag hindi mo alam kung saan pupunta yung character?
Oo.
Kung ano yung growth.
Blindfolded ka.
Oo, parang bulag.
Tapos
na,
laging kailangan paglaban ng actor yung character niya kasi minsan hindi consistent. Pero kaya nga ibang klase ang Pinoy actors eh. Because kaya resilient, kaya mag-deliver kahit na ganun yung kultura. Kasi we're so ratings dependent eh. Yun ang sa Pilipinas eh. And kasi free TV. So ratings dependent tayo. Hindi katulad sa States na cable eh. So they can afford na mag-can. And then, for example, hindi nag-click yung series, cancel na after the first season. Eh dito hindi. Per
Pero
week.
ito, nagbabago yung script depende sa social media din. Some feedback sa social media.
Unfortunately.
So, I mean, that's a double-edged sword as well. That's crossing from fan service to dictatorship.
Yeah. Have you started watching or have you watched Hollywood on Netflix?
Ang pinapanood ko ngayon sa Netflix yung House of Cards. Oops,
Bakit naka-flip? Ano ba yung collection mo dong?
Pop?
Ano dyan?
Funko Pop. Yung mga bobbleheads. Sort of like yung mga small. Lahat na yan, lahat ng mga figures ko dun, may meaning sa childhood ko. For example, meron akong yung tatlong starter Pokemon. To anyone who knows Pokemon, yung tatlong starter Pokemon, si Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur. I also had like Naruto, I love Naruto. Basta lahat ng mga figures, kasi I know people that collect them kahit ano yun. Basta may bago, bibilin nila. Pero ako, gusto ko pag may collection ako, lahat na yan, lahat ng mga figures may meaning sa childhood ko. So, Star Wars fan pa naman ako. So, what were we talking about?
Um,
Scripts? Is it scripts ba?
yeah. Yeah.
Well, it depends. It really depends. But like I said before, like for MMK, it's so easy to memorize what the lines are if you know your character na.
How about sa I Want? Di ba may series na rin sa I Want? Yun siguro
Kami,
ka.
ako?
No,
Or,
not you necessarily, but meron na, di ba? Yung mga parang just for I Want na limited
meron, yeah.
series,
I think
right?
there's some
Yun
canned.
siguro yun, from start to finish may script na. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
Kasi
Or at
hindi
least for like
siya,
the first couple of
mm-mm,
weeks.
mm-mm.
That's for me. Like it really depends. It really, really depends. Guys, if you have any really actual questions, hindi yung
Oo.
hawakan mo yung tenga mo.
Oo. Pick your
Really,
nose, ganyan.
mm-mm. Kailan babalik ang I Want Asa? Ay, actually very soon. I don't know when. Kasi hindi naman ako production. Pero babalik naman yun. Um, sa taktang panahon. Ewan ko talaga kung ano
Naks.
yung mangyayari ngayon. Yun ang malalim na Tagalog na alam ko. Dahil sa
Tinakdang
PBB,
panahon.
alam. Oo. But it's coming back. It's coming back. Let's just see what happens at the moment. Siyempre, medyo maraming nagbabago ngayon sa
Oo.
sa ABS. So let's just wait and see what happens. Wala pang instructions from management.
Let's wait, let's support, let's just give support and love. No more hate.
Mm.
Kasi nakakaubos ng energy.
And make sure that you book your sessions for Anafileos workshops. Habang may slots pa.
They will ask how much.
Ano lang, siguro mga 300 pesos each person. Pwede yun, no? 300 pesos.
Bigyan na lang kita 300.
Uy, dapat, guys, I plug Miss Anna all the time to my friends and stuff. Dapat pa nga may cut
Alam mo,
ako
kahit i-plug
bawat
mo ko,
workshop.
hindi mag-enroll yung mga yan.
Huy, ang daming nag-enroll dahil sa akin. Ano. Ako, tuwing may project ako.
Sige.
Wow.
Ayan. Si
So if both
Edward.
of you could have another profession, what would it be? So, Miss
I
Anna.
would be, honestly, it would be a profession that I have to spend all of my time with toddlers or with kids. Like, I don't know,
No.
like a kindergarten teacher or like a special music school for kids. I want to be surrounded by kids all the time. I think that would be for me. Ikaw?
Any job, any profession that I could get or that I would love to get. Kasi, syempre, iba yung alam kong kaya kong abutin to the ones that, like, there are some things that I know I can't do. Like, I can't be a scientist. Like, I'm not smart enough to do that. Or something that I know I can do.
Kung walang logic.
Walang logic?
Like, you could, you know, sa logic, like, I want to be an alien, but, you know what I mean? Like, if you didn't really have any limitations and you could redo your life or you could get into it now, what would it be?
Oof, that's a hard question. I would want to do something that team involved. For example, actually for me, I'd love to be yung mga nagsusulat ng articles. But at that job level na nag-edit lang ako, nag-guide lang, na parang, kumbaga tinapos ko yung years ko na ako yung nagsusulat. Tapos ngayon, ini-edit ko lang kung ano yung magandang stories. Parang editor-in-chief ba yan? I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
But like for like, not necessarily a magazine, but I've always wanted to have a way of interacting through writing to people. And of course, step by step, medyo nawawala yung mga tao na nagbabasa. No, and not fashion police, not anything, not gossip ha. Ayoko ng ganun. I live in that world. I don't want to work in that world.
I think it's so toxic
Sige.
though, that world.
Like yung
Some
mga
people,
gossip. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
some
100%.
people have the stomach for it. I don't.
Me too. I don't want. I realize, like, of course, when it gets to the point that people are making videos online, like on YouTube, na fake news, siguro,
Energy, no?
like for me, to the point na naaawa na talaga ako. Especially like when I told you last live about the person going on my Mobile Legends.
Yeah.
Just to bash.
Oo.
Tawang-tawa ako, but I felt so sad na for 3 days this person was doing it.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, it's
to
sad.
wala ka talagang ibang responsibilities in your life. So parang for me, like do whatever makes you happy na parang like whatever you want to do, you can do it. Pero hindi like for example, you have the right to share your opinion. I also have the right to not listen to your opinion.
Exactly.
So iba yung freedom of speech, all of that. But there's no one forcing you to listen if you don't have to listen.
Uh-huh.
Basta script writer or like story write articles or
Yeah.
something like that. Basta creative thinking.
Creative, and then
Yung,
you're really open with being with a team and collaborating.
like
Yeah.
I want like a mixed family with that. That would be the dream job. Na parang pwede ako pumunta sa ibang bansa just to write stories or
Yeah.
like
Yun ang
talk about
masarap.
event. Yung critic, I would love to be a critic. If I had the skill, like parang yung knowledge to be a critic about something,
Yeah.
like yung depth of wisdom, gagawin ko din yan. Like I would love to. Ako
Food
actually wait.
critic.
I actually want to change everything I just said.
Uh,
I would love to be a teacher in acting.
really?
In acting, yeah. And I'm not again. This is not because of you, but I realized it because of the workshops. Then, because parang iba din when you're help. Because I love doing this in church. In church, we also have like things, something called the Connect group.
Yeah.
And I'm always so I always mess around there. Ako yung pinakamaingay doon. Like these are all people I trust, and these are all my family and from church. And what binds us is not a friendship. It's parang we're all siblings there, siblings of Christ. And iba yung relation, iba yung connection doon. Like iba talaga. So like I joined over a year, like a long time in my church, and I saw this guy who's older than me. Like you know all about the victim state and all of that, yung mindset na yan. This
Yeah.
guy is deep in it, sobra. And I saw him like beginning of this year. This guy's like 30 mid 30 closing on 40 siguro.
Oh, my age.
And and I saw the difference in him from then and now, like how he's opening up now, talking about his life, sharing wisdom. Ang sarap sa pakiramdam na in a small way I was part of that. Like this guy is going through his own stuff, so like every once in a while we check in naman, like me or my friend will message him, kumusta ka pare? Yung ganun. It's such a small thing, and everyone watching has to realize this, the impact that you can make by just asking someone how they are.
Yes.
It's such a beautiful, I use this word only when I mean it. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
When you ask someone,
Genuinely.
like genuinely, like ask someone that you would never really, hindi naman never really talk to, but or someone that wouldn't really expect it. I asked someone I worked with a couple of days ago. Nakita ko sa meeting natin na medyo stressed ka. Sana okay ka lang. And if they are, fine, leave it there. But if they're not, and they say, huy, ito talaga yung nangyayari sa akin, thank you for, you just made a genuine relationship stronger with that person. So people don't think about it, especially now. Instead of going to your crush and saying, huy, namimiss kita, kumusta ka na? Or yung nagflirt ka, tanongin mo siya, kumusta ka? Kumusta ka talaga? As in, ano yung estado ng puso mo ngayon.
Yeah.
Like, that's better than an I love you, honestly.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
for me, two things. How are you feeling? That's number one. And then another one that is, I think, mabigat, malalim is, I am here for you.
Mm. Pero
It's
kailangan
hard.
medyo close. Hindi naman close,
Kailangan
but
medyo close. But yun nga
mm.
you don't just say it. You know, when like,
you have to be willing to follow
you
up
have to,
on that.
I'm here for you. So even if, yeah, not, maybe not financially, but I'm giving you my focus now. What?
Sinabi mo talaga financially.
Hindi talaga. Kuripot ako eh. Tigilan mo
300
ako.
pesos. Wala
Pero
ka.
yun nga,
Wala,
na
dig
parang
the hole deeper.
deeper, higher.
Deeper pa.
Ayun. Ano pa ba? Wala
No,
naman
but
din
totoo
naman.
yun. Just, no, because there's this one guy I was playing with Mobile Legends with, actually. I don't usually play with a lot of people na parang that care na artista ako, doesn't like, if they start like being like, uy, pwede ba i-post yung mga ganun, I usually stop playing. But this kid is 13 years old, 13, 14 years old. And this just goes to show that we can learn so much from the younger generation. There's a purity in the kids. This kid is like so good at Mobile Legends. He's like, mas magaling siya than me, than most people. Ang taas ng, he's so skilled. His mind works so well in the game. And I've been playing, I played with this guy for like 3 weeks. Not once did he care about anything. Not once did he ask about anything. Not once did he ask for a skin or,
Isn't it
to post. And
isn't it refreshing?
sobra. Like, this kid is so good. Binubuhat niya ako. Tapos wala siyang pake. And then one day he said, "Ed, bro, can I have a favor?" And the one thing he asked for was nothing for himself. It was to do, he asked for a video gift for his sister. For his sister for her birthday, which she's spending inside quarantine. Tapos sabi niya, so I sent it. Medyo mahaba din, like I think maybe 2 minutes yung voice, yung recording. And this guy is so grateful. And then he said, nakakataba pala yung, nakakataba pala sa puso, tama ba? If you make your sister happy.
Yeah.
He said that. This guy is 13 years old, and he's saying things like that. Parang people can really learn from the younger generation. So,
Yeah.
I mean, this guy was so grateful. Hindi naman siya nagpo-po, bro yung tawag niya sa akin. Pag nagpo yun, wala na, bye.
Bro, cute
Pag
naman.
nagkuya yun, wala. Ayoko na. But this kid is good. I mean, honestly, try that, guys. There's a lot of people think na porket, especially here in the Philippines, porket mas bata sa'yo na you can't learn anything, na mas may wisdom ka, mas may knowledge ka than that person, than that kid. But dami nagko-correct sa akin. Yes po, nakakataba ng puso. Sorry.
Hindi ko na mabasa yan. Baka sa'yo.
Okay.
Magkaiba ba pag ganun?
I don't know.
And then, anyway, go.
Yeah. Anyway, it's just like, I mean, a lot of people, there's always a culture na I'm older than you, therefore you listen to me.
Yeah.
So, here in the Philippines, so just goes to show that there's so much we can learn from the kids.
True. That's so true.
Preacher na ako dito. Funny story. Sorry. My mom always said, nung buntis yung nanay ko with the second child, which is me, and she already had a daughter. She said, Lord, please give me a son. If you give me a son, I will make him a priest. Nani?
Fairness. Not too far.
Not too far? Ano not too far? Ayoko maging priest. Gusto ko may pamilya din ako at the right time.
Hinang pa ako sa'yo, Yusef.
Oh my goodness. 19. Matagal pa yun. Basta kayo, Ninang, okay na. Para may pambili ako ng diapers. Monthly sending of
Ang diaper.
reimbursements.
So, mag-workshop
Reimbursements.
tayo, pero ibabayad mo sa akin, babalik ko rin sa'yo sa diaper.
Oo naman.
At
Ganun
yan.
talaga dapat, di ba? Tapos pag triplets, isa sa'yo.
Oo!
Hindi, inside joke namin yun dati, guys. Kaya huwag kayo
Huwag yung hen. Seryosohin masyado. Hindi, pero ano namin yan.
Tagal pa.
Magninang pasiyo sana abahe.
Abnormal talaga ako. Yes, tama naman.
Ano pa, chika?
Ha?
Cut off tayo ng 2 a.m. Parang taping.
Yeah, cut off ng 2 a.m. Oh, that's a nice question. How to overcome stage fright?
Number 1, you have to acknowledge that you have stage fright. Kasi a lot of people, pag nagkakaroon ng stage fright, dinideny. Hindi, okay lang ako, okay lang ako. Pero actually, sobra ng naninigas na. So, acknowledge first that you have stage fright. And then, ang dami pumapasok na exercises. You have to do exercises that will bring up your self-worth. So, one of my favorite exercises is to count your blessings. Right, Edward? You've done it before. So, that's one good exercise. How does it go? It's like, you know, at hindi lang pag may stage fright ka, but when you're feeling down, and you're feeling doubtful of yourself or depressed, you start by saying, blessed ako dahil nagising ako, blessed ako dahil sumweldo ako, or blessed ako dahil may internet ngayon. And then you work your way through that until you will feel slowly good about your life, good about, being reminded of the blessings that you have. What would you suggest, Edward?
Yun nga, kailangan talaga na, first of all, experience. Like, you're never gonna be perfect, lalo pag yung first time. Guys, I lived with this burden for so long, inisip ko na dahil first time ko, I wanted to be like a prodigy, I want to be like an acting expert first time ko pala. No, you're not gonna be perfect your first time. Most likely, you're going to be very bad the first time.
First time,
But
second time, third time, fourth time, yeah.
And there's no shame in that. Kung nakita mo yung first 30 days ng Loving in Tandem, naku po, magdasal tayo for Direk Giselle.
Saan ko mapapanood yung Loving in Tandem na yan? Gusto kong mapanood.
Panoorin mo. Pero ibang teacher na lang ako for acting. No, I for me, honestly, it wasn't that bad. But for me, I was expecting too much of myself. So in terms of stage fright doesn't have to be an acting. It doesn't have to just be with the stage na theater. It just can be in the simplest ways na kinakabahan ka. Like, for example, going to your crush na nakaupo dun. As a guy, you see your crush with the friends. Ang gusto mo lang siya mag-isa. Pag, if you're gonna ask her for a date, siya lang mag-isa. Kaya maghihintay ka until the right perfect timing. Wala namang perfect time. You have to go for it. So, the first thing is you really have to know that you're not gonna be perfect. Second of all, yun nga, kailangan mo tanggapin na kinakabahan ka. But you can't let it control you. So you have to do something na very, minsan, uncomfortable para mawala. Like, some of the exercises, medyo, ako yung favorite ko pag sobrang kinakabahan ako. Lalo pag may mga iyakan. Alam na alam ni Miss Yayo to. Miss Yayo, Maymay, sino pa ba? Some of the actors that I work with a lot, especially when it's crying, I'm just doing weird stuff. Parang akong baliw, tanga, whatever you want to say. Parang mental asylum. Pumupunta pa ako sa tent ng producer. Sumisilip pa nga ako. I'm pulling faces at them too. But I tell them in advance na that's what I do to relax. Para hindi sila ma-offend or they're gonna think it's rude. Just to do a little weird dance, shake your hips. I don't know.
Yeah. Kumbaga, shake it
People are
off. Relax
shaking.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, or not just that. It's the like, so you don't take things so seriously.
Yeah. Another thing,
Uh,
another favorite of mine, I think is also my favorite is Wala Akong Pake.
Sobra.
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care na nakatingin sila sa akin. I don't care. I don't care. Hanggang sa, yun, marirelax na sila.
Pwede mo din, honestly, guys, okay, as a someone in the public eye, maybe this is a really, makinig kayo ng maigi kasi I don't want you guys to misunderstand this.
Mm.
If you're nervous, di ba ang sinasabi ng mga magulang dati, or at least my parents, they said, isipin mo, naka-brief lang yung mga nasa harap mo. Parang like if you're
Ah,
performing in front, like think that they're just in their underwear, so you're on the
yeah,
same level.
yeah.
Ako, in your mind only, in your head. Wag out loud. Pwede as in very very light. You can say it. Murahin mo sila. Under your breath, don't say it loud. Be respectful. Do it privately. But when you do that, feeling mo mas mataas ka. Like you can stand prouder. Na mas malakas ka in a way. And that will give you confidence. But of course, be respectful. Wag naman sa harap nila.
Yeah.
Wag naman.
Oo, hindi siya
Like,
literal, guys. Yung
oo.
parang,
Ginawa ko yun sa presentation sa school ko dati. Even before I knew it was a technique.
oh yeah.
Um, Tumayo ako doon. Ngumiti ako sa teacher ko. I swore in my head. Tapos
Mm.
tumingin ako sa crush ko na nandun. Sa first row, guys. First row. Sa harap ko lang, 2 meters away. Naamoy ko yung breath niya, yung perfume niya. Sinabi ko, yeah. At dahil dyan, nawawala yung kailangan mo sila i-impress.
Oo, yung intimidation.
Yung
Yeah.
intimidation. So, do that if you feel nervous, but of course be smart about it. You still
Yeah.
have to work with these people, especially if you're in school, if it's
Oo.
a project. Pero be
Yeah.
careful. I'm not telling you to swear, ha. I'm not telling you to murahin mo silang lahat kahit sino
No,
man
no,
yan.
no.
No.
May nagtanong, Miss Anna, do you not normally watch your students' films? I have hundreds, if not thousands, of students total. So I can't keep watching all their films most of the time.
Or
Um,
even shows, no?
yeah, I cannot. I cannot. But I make it a point that I make it a point to watch as much as I can. The only reason why I have the local TV, I mean local channels, is to really watch them, to check on them. And then if not, they send to me the clips. Like Edward sends to me his clips.
Yeah, I
Mai
have.
sends to me her clips. You know, and the rest of my students, they send to me their clips of, or like, yeah, clips of, if not clips, the whole show or episode, para ipa-check lang kung um, are they doing well, anong feedback ko. Especially, I actually love it na they ask for feedback even if I don't work with them currently. Like, meron ako mga artista na naging students years ago, and they would still send me some clips na, this is what I'm currently doing. What do you think? Yung
Mm.
ganun. So, it's nothing, kumbaga, as colleagues na yun eh, hindi naman na para bang senior ako sa kanila. I have, not student, but I have worked with actors who are way older than I am and seasoned, way seasoned than I am. But because they are real artists, they still open their ears to feedback because they always feel like there's room for
There's,
improvement and
yeah,
creativity.
always.
Yeah. Hindi kayo natitinag talagang, how about works it how about works if famous clients? I don't understand your question,
What if
sorry.
for example, you get a request to workshop with some of the really big artists, for example. Pantay-pantay
Pantay-pantay,
naman
wala
lahat.
akong ano.
Oo.
Pantay-pantay. And
Especially misanalyze. Some people call COVID-19 the Great Equalizer. The original Great Equalizer is si Miss Anne.
I don't. I really don't. Lahat, lahat kasi mataas ang respeto ko bilang artista. Whether you're new or old in the business. Na bumababa lang, mas naiinsulto pa nga ako kaysa sa artista pag hindi niya nire-respeto yung gift niya. Like, I really think I have so much respect for the actor. So, the only thing that frustrates me is if the actor is not giving value to his gift. That's the only thing that, whether it be, but parang nakainom to or ang tamad nito or, pag, doon ako nasasaktan. And it's still not about me. It's about, uy, mas may respeto pa ako sa'yo kaysa sa gift mo. Yun. Pero, lahat sila pantay. Tinatanong, like, who's your favorite, ganyan. I couldn't even like, tinanong din ako niya ng talent development head. Na, sa GMA, sino favorite actor mo? Sino ang best mo? Genuinely, I can't say kasi, iba-iba ang talent-wise or ethics or being just a human being with good values. What's
the criteria? Do you mean?
What's the criteria?
Like,
Kasi, for example, if it's talent, okay, plain talent, okay, fine, ganun. But I'm very wary of talented people because they tend to be the more lazy ones. The lazier ones.
yung ahead naturally.
Oo, pag tanungin mo, anong
Yeah.
process mo dito, di makasagot. Because na-wing lang niya. So, kakabahan na ako niya kasi pag alas 4 ng umaga, you can't just wing it. Pag alas 4 ng umaga at kailangan mo mag-breakdown scene at kailangan mo ng, the genius to come out at 4 or 5 in the morning or putok araw, you can't always just depend on your talent.
Nauubusan yun eh.
Nauubusan.
But how do you deal? I'm curious to know. Pag nasa workshop, tapos, like you mentioned a while ago na parang ayaw, sucking water from a rock. Paano kung diva? Gusto matuto, gusto mag-improve, pero sobrang laki ng ego niya na sinasabi niya, hindi ko to kailangan. Pero ramdam mo na gusto niya. Naging sobrang arrogant, mayabang, diva. How do you get past that?
I let them talk. Let it out because sometimes they just need to. Alam niyo yung pag ang gorilla yung nagpa-pound ng chest. Hayaan mo mag-pound ng chest. Pag na-pound na niya yung chest niya, nasabi na niya yung lahat ng kailangan niya express. Okay, are we ready to work? Can we work? I still, it's not a one-size-fits-all. I still have to read the person and then see how the person rolls. And then I adjust my style with this person. But first things first, you have to let the person or the actor feel extremely safe. That's the first thing. Para ma-relax.
So, last na lang. Kasi last 5 minutes na lang before we go off. How would you teach a student to teach? Kasi ako gusto ko eventually, I don't know, whatever God's plan is. Ewan ko, but how could I learn?
That's a very hard question. How do I, number one, the student needs to be proactive in the craft. The student needs to keep, kung hindi man siya na-hire lagi, as in may show, pero lagi siyang nagdi-drill. Kasi kailangan talaga.
Nagdi-drill or nagtatrabaho?
Whether it be, lagi siya nagtitrain. So, kung may trabaho siya, God bless him. Para napapractice niya on the set. Kung hindi, tuloy-tuloy yung training niya. So workshop.
Like workshops then?
Yeah. And then, he has to develop a certain selflessness and responsibility